Okay, so I showed you the small system that I have set up, which is eventually going to be just a little breeding tank for tilapia. That's what I plan to put in the next system, either tilapia or a native fish like channel catfish, which is native to here. Now up here you can see my solar panels. There's 4 15-watt solar panels, which makes a 60-watt array. Now the solar panels all come in and junction right down here. Let me show you first. There's the solar panels. You see there's quite a bit of tree cover. I mean, there's the sun over there, and the sun travels this way, so it only gets that short space in there without interruption. And these photovoltaic cells really need as much as they can get, but these are sufficient even with the cloud cover, or even with the diffused sunlight through the trees. This 60-watt system is sufficient to run this small system that I have, except for on weeks that we have like 3 very cloudy or very rainy days. Now the solar panels come down and they junction right here. I've got to put this stuff back up. I had it all pulled down because we had a hurricane here recently. Anyways, they junction right here. They come in through this, let's see if we can get a shot of it. Just can't really see it right there. There it is. Through this charge controller, which keeps the battery from overcharging. As you can see, the light's on, it's charging right now. Now that comes down into the 12-volt marine battery, which stores the energy from the solar panels, photovoltaic panels. And then it comes through into this breaker here, which is an 80-amp breaker, to make sure that I don't burn up my sine wave inverter here, which is changes the DC power from the battery into AC power. And this is where the system is plugged in. So that's the plug that runs the pumps in the pond. Like I said, this 60-watt system is sufficient, even in this diffused sunlight, to run this thing pretty much indefinitely. In the past year, I've had to unplug it and plug it into grid power probably 3 times because of inclement weather. But pretty much runs on that and feeds itself with a little help from me pulling worms out of the ground and feeding in some crickets during the cold weather. But during the summer, the lights pretty much feed the fish, and it takes care of itself, other than a clean out once a year. So that's the system that I have set up now, and hopefully I'll get the new system set up, or at least partially so, before this class is over, and I can show you the upgrade and how big the next one's going to be. Like I said, that was about a 50-gallon, and this one is going to be about 300 gallons, 240 to 300 gallons. Thank you for joining. I'll try to get some more materials together and get that started.